Alright, hi guys, I'm Tracy. Welcome to today's video. So today we're doing a CD Japan haul. I have 4 brushes here that I just received yesterday. Again, everything was packaged very immaculately. The shipment came in 4 days. I think I ordered it on Sunday. It was like the holiday weekend, and it arrived yesterday, which was Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 4 days. It's been faster, but I would say even 4 days for a shipment to come from Japan is extremely fast. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the 4 brushes. I've used 2 of them, but because they haven't been washed, I'm not sure how much I'm really getting out of these brushes. So first I have an eye blending brush, and this is a very well-known brush. It's the Chikuhodo Z-11. It's their gray squirrel blending brush. It's flat because of the way it was packaged, so I'm going to wash this and it should fluff up and get more round, but it was kind of packaged in a plastic that was like that. So I held off. Now I'm thinking I held off on getting this for a long time because of the shape. So these 2 are ones that I really like, the Wangos 3 and the Mizuho, but the Mizuho blending brush. So if you could compare the Chikuhodo to the other 2, you can see the Chikuhodo is the flattest on top right here. And I think even after I wash it, it will be flat. And I prefer my blending brushes to have a little bit of a point. Like that's why I like this Mizuho one so much. The number 3 is not as pointy, but still a little bit. Wangos brushes tend to have a little bit of a taper at the end. It's just kind of his style. And this one is flat, and it's generally not a shape that I go for because of my eye shape. And this one really reminds me of the Chikuhodo J5533. This is a very popular brush. It looks almost identical in the way it's cut, and you can see this one I've washed a couple times. It's flat, and I think the Chikuhodo is going to look almost identical to the 5533 after I wash it. But because these hairs are different, I think I will utilize this more than this one. Also, one of you guys asked me if I could recommend a brush for nose contour. And I'm not really a good person to ask because I don't do that. I've tried and it's never come out well. But if I were to attempt that again, I would try this eye brush, the J5533, because it's flat. It's just not that dense, see? So it will give. But I do think it's a pretty nice shape if you wanted to do this. You know, kind of like do this. It's a very easy brush to kind of draw a straight line, and it will get into this area, but because it's not something I do, I really can't recommend one for that very well. But if I were to try that, I would try something like this, or I would maybe, I've seen some YouTubers use like a wider one like this to like just lightly shade this area. This is the G511, but I just think this is too big and too fluffy for that. But I was thinking of this one when that question was asked to me. So that is the Chikuhodo Z-11. The next one is I got the FuPa number 1 by Koyudo and CD Japan. So it looks, the bottom is almost identical to the FuPa 2. It's just this one is round. So this is flattened or pinch ferrule, and this one is round. So it's completely round, if you can see that. It's a very, very dense brush. I'm planning to use this for foundation. And I liked it because it's 100% synthetic and it was round. So I'm thinking when I do my foundation, this might be able to get everywhere because of the size. So I'm going to try it for that. It does feel different from the 2 because this one is this one's goat hair, and this one is a little bit this one is a little sparser, a little bit, and this one Yeah, this one is much denser, but it's really soft, but it does not feel like natural hair. It feels like very soft. It is PBT. It feels like very soft synthetic fibers, but I'm really excited to try this one. And because I like the Mizuho, this is the CMP. You know what? I don't want to say the wrong one. I think it's the MB113. But the Mizuho foundation brush, I've been really liking this, so I wanted to get another one kind of shaped like this, but with different, you know, just a different style. But I really like this one, and I have pretty high hopes for this one. So I will let you guys know when I start using that. Okay, and the next one is, and I did use this one today, so I can give you guys a little feedback. This is the Bisyodo CH-CC, which is a cream cheek brush. So it's from the Cherry series. It's got this really nice like natural wood handle, but this is 100% synthetic, and it doesn't say here what kind of synthetic bristles, but it's not what this is. The bristles, they feel, and this is gonna sound bad, but if you've ever been fishing, it feels kind of like fishing lure, like when you touch it like this. Of course, the bristles aren't that thick, but these bristles, they're pretty, they don't give very much. So basically this doesn't feel like a high-end brush, but I don't think it's meant to be soft. So this is how I used it for today. It's really good like if you have a cream product like this, because it just kind of like, it picks up a really nice amount. And I use it to do my cream bronzer and my cream blush today. But as you can see, it doesn't perform like a natural hair brush, and I think that's intentional. It kind of like does this, like it doesn't splay the way a natural hair brush would. It kind of stays where you put it. So something I'm kind of reminded of is like the Chikuhodo J-210. When I do this, it splays. See, it kind of like, and that's what I use this for. This is different in that the bristles don't like move around from where you put it. So it's just a different way of doing bronzer or cream products. And I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, but I will give it a little bit more time and update you guys on how I feel about this brush. I also need to wash it and see how it changes. It does, if anything, it reminds me, like as far as the bristles look, it kind of reminds me of this It Cosmetics Love Beauty Fully. I got this a long time ago. I never really used it because, I don't know, it's just a little too big for blush, I think. But this one is so soft. If you guys have an It Cosmetics, they're all synthetic. This one is so much softer than this. This one is very, very firm. So I don't want you guys to think it has this kind of softness that these other like dual fiber brushes have, because this is not like that. I was thinking it was going to be more like this, but it's not. Okay, so then kind of like the star of the show, I always get like one brush that's like really kind of special that I could really look forward to. And today that brush is the Bisyodo Highlight Cheek Brush, another cheek brush. It's the B-8-2. It came in its own like beautiful box and very beautiful packaging. I did a little research on this company and I found out they are based in Osaka, which is not where the other brushes are made. And Kumano is in the south of Japan, in the Hiroshima, I think it's the prefecture, which is in southern Japan. So Osaka is in the north, not completely north, but it's the other main city outside of Tokyo that you know, a lot of business is from. And I know a lot about like World War II history. The company was founded in 1945, and you know, I know like the city Also, of course, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and Tokyo were like completely flattened. Those cities were really destroyed. And 1945 is basically the year the atomic bombs were dropped, and that was the year Japan surrendered. So it's very interesting that they started a brush company at that time, but it makes sense why it would be out of Osaka. And I guess they just kind of stayed there, and I believe that's where they produce their brushes. So that makes Bisyodo kind of different, I guess, but that does not mean their brushes are any less special, because this line of brushes I'm really impressed with. And this one, the other one I got last time, is so wonderful. I use it for powder bronzer. I'm going to try to use this one a little bit for you guys today. The thing, just keep in mind, it's really hot today. It's only like 9 in the morning, but the room I film in is like the hottest part of the house because it's upstairs. So my face is just kind of sticky. So I don't know how this is going to look, but I'm going to use my Hourglass bronzer. Put like a little bit on there for you. I didn't put too much bronzer on today, just so I could kind of do this for you guys. Yeah, my face is already like sweaty, but this is kind of what I plan to use it for. And I'm starting to get the hang of these like angled brushes. So this is what I think this brush would be best at, you know, like getting into these parts for powder. But I definitely have to wash this because I know that it will fluff up a lot more and it will soften up. But these are, they call it Goat Hair Supreme Class. So I'm guessing this is their best goat hair that they have, and it's dyed. And something that I noticed, it smells nice. It doesn't smell like an animal at all, probably because of the dyeing process. But I also noticed as a brand, Bisyodo brushes don't have that smell. One brush that did for a long time was this one, and it's, you know, it's probably because this is 100% animal hair and it's very densely packed, so it kind of still smells like that, especially after I wash it. It really kind of has that like barn smell, but you know, as you use it more, the smell goes away. But I do notice Chikuhodo and Bisyodo, their brushes just don't have that smell. Yeah, they just don't. And I don't know if it's something they do. They probably maybe wash it differently or wash it better. I'm not sure. But this line so far has really impressed me. This is like their premium line. And then their Cherry and Alba series are their a little bit more affordable line, like, you know, this one, because these are a lot cheaper. This one I think comes out to about $19–20 USD, and you know, these are all the cheek brushes are all like, you know, 57, 58 at least, and their longer haired like powder brushes are I think like maybe like 124 price range. But I really do like the aesthetic of this line. I love the quality of these bristles, and I love how when you wash it, it just gets like better and better. So this is the last one that I got that I wanted to share with you guys. I also, for my next video, I just got my Refer shipment. A lot of you guys asked me if I've tried Refer and have recommended. I just literally unpacked this, so I haven't even really looked at them. But I got the eye blending set, which are 4 eye blending brushes, and I got the 24, which one of you guys highly recommended. It was on sale for like $35, and I have high hopes. Yeah, this one smells kind of like, you know, has that animal smell. And I also got the eyelash curler, so I will give you guys an update on how when I unpack them, I'll do like a first impression. So that's what's coming up next, and I think that does it for today. And then I also contacted Chikuhodo and trying to schedule a time for me to come to the showroom, and a lot of you guys have asked me about some of their brushes, and so if there's any brushes that you guys want me to kind of like take a look at, get a feel for, let me know in the comments and I will try to do that. I know because they're so expensive, it's hard to order them sight unseen and then you can't return them. So I know how that feels, and I live about 20 minutes from the showroom, so I'm pretty much due for a visit. So hopefully I get to set that up this week. All right, and that's pretty much all I have for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye.